like that better.
Kia ora koutou, I'm Lockie, I'm the Kiwi Vegan Granddad. So today what we're going to do is be using a product called Orgran Easy Egg, and going to cook it two ways. The way they say on the back of the packet for scrambled eggs, and then how I like to make it for breakfast in the morning. Let's go.
In New Zealand, there aren't the same range of products that you might get in some other countries. You can't get just egg, for example. If you try and make your own egg replacements, well, they sometimes don't work out too well, or they're just far too complicated. This is a really easy one, and it's in my local supermarket. When I first bought it, the instructions were asking you to mix up so many grams of the powder. I didn't have decent scales at the time. I was like, nah, blow that. I'll just do it as I feel like it. So now they've changed the packaging and they say, whisk 2.5 tablespoons of vegan easy egg with half a cup of water and a teaspoon of oil until blended. So I haven't followed their recipe before, so let's just see how it goes. Okay, so we've got our 2.5 tablespoons of easy egg, and here's our half a cup of water. So we'll put that in, and we'll just put in a little bit of oil. Yeah, that's about right. The good thing about this stuff is that it mixes in really easily. You don't normally end up with lumps and things if you just keep going at it. It's getting there. Okay, that looks about right. So we'll put a little bit of oil into the skillet, fry pan. So I thought I'd try this because it was like, have I been doing it wrong all this time? Well, it doesn't really say how long to cook it for, so I'm guessing that that's not too bad. Put it on a piece of toast. Is that 2 eggs worth? Maybe. And let's just try it. It's not too bad. Might need a little pinch of salt. And some pepper. It's not bad. Okay, I'm going to show you how I normally do it. So, start off with 1/4 cup the easy egg, which is probably similar. Maybe it's a little bit more. The thing is that this, you can add an awful lot more to this if you want to. For example, you can add in onion powder or garlic powder. I sometimes put in a little bit of vegan chicken stock, but I think it does need the nutritional yeast. definitely going to be putting in a tablespoon of that. And it also requires, I think, a little bit of pink salt at the end. So this has a sulphurous taste to it, sometimes called black salt, and it just gives a slightly eggier flavour if you add it in at the end. And of course the pepper. But you can add in whatever you like, really. The other thing is that I don't measure the water to begin with. I go more for how gloopy it is. So we'll put in a little bit of oil. And we'll just add some water in. And we'll start mixing it up. And I'll just keep adding more water in until I think it's right. What I want is for it to be able to just pour off the spoon. You can see that it mixes in quite nicely and easily. But you can see it's not coming off the spoon that easily just yet. Okay, let's have a wee look. There, it's much better. Okay, so that looks like it's hot enough. So I should be showing you this way, shouldn't I? And the other thing I'm going to add into it is a little bit of parsley. Instead of scrambling it, I'm going to make it more like an omelette. Let's put a little bit of pepper into it. And it's not a good idea to put too much salt into it, so we're just going to put in a pinch. Now you can have it flat, or you can flip it over, which is what I will try to do. Just starting to brown a little, which is how I like it. So with that 1/4 cup, I used almost a cup of water. The measurement is less important than just getting that consistency right. Right. I like that better. On the packet it does say that you can use it for scrambled eggs, omelette, quiche and frittata. So I guess it's however you want to use it. To me this is just something that is great to have in the cupboard. Feel like something a little bit more for breakfast, then maybe I'll have this. Kia ora.
The cost is $12.39 for 250 grams. I've just weighed the portions, so for the first way of cooking it, which is the, I guess, the one serve from the packet, of 2.5 tablespoons. That was 22 grams, which came out at $1.09. And my way of doing it, the second way, with a quarter of a cup of the Easy Egg powder, comes out at 35 grams, which is $1.73. I've been online and I've noticed that you can get it at some other shops far cheaper. But anyway, well, let me know what you thought of me using one of their supermarket products, and if you'd like me to do something like that again. Okay, it's kupu Māori time again. And today we're going to be looking at a whakatauki, or a proverb. He iti kai, mā te kotahi e kai, kia rangona ai te reka. What does this mean? He iti kai, there's just a little bit of food. Mā te kotahi e kai, let it be just for one person to have, one person to eat. Kia rangona ai te reka, so its sweetness may be tasted. So it's like there's not enough there. It's not worth dividing up. You have it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the show, and don't forget to check out some of the other videos. Ngā mihi.